Hey guys, just thought I'll do a tour of the N Scale layout at the club that I'm in. So I'm standing with my back to the door. So as you walk in, we'll start on the left. We've got our Helix, and then down the bottom obviously some staging and a reverse loop. There will be a top level, but that's not going to be for another year or a couple of years or whatever, because we want to finish the bottom level off first. So yeah, we go down the bottom, does a reverse loop, comes around this side. As you can see, there's still a lot of work to do. The logging camp that I've built was going to go down in this section, but I'm going to put it somewhere else. So we come around here. Now we run back up. And it's pretty much a single track all the way, passing sidings. So this area here is now where the logging camp is going to go. I've just gave it a coat of paint, but I didn't bring it with me, but next time I come I'm going to bring the logging camp with me, lay it out, and if need be I'm going to actually rearrange the track work if needed. And the reason that's going to go here, it's going to give me more room to plant a lot more pine trees to actually make it look like it's going to be a logging camp and everything. So we come around this peninsula through the tunnel. As you can see, it's all not finished. Come along here, and there's a diagram of basically what the layout looks like. You've got your helix and it goes around and comes around up there. Yeah, kind of like that. But you'll see it. So we come along here. This is the area I'm working on. If you remember a while ago in one of my videos, I made a loading dock for a team track, and that's going to sit there. So I've completely changed this track arrangement for that to sit there. And this is the sand company area I'm working on. The backdrop was already up before I got here, before I was a member. The scenery along there, well, when I say the scenery, the terrain was already there. All this was already there, and all that was already there. I just went through, I redid the track work. I added a point under there. I added this track in with a bit of a ramp going down, and added that turnout and just redid it all. The reason I've got the weight under there is they used MDF as the baseboard, and obviously without sealing it properly it'll swell up when it's wet, so I've just done a bit of ballasting under here, so I've got some weight on it just so it doesn't swell up. But as you can see, I've got my little crossing in, some ballasting. There's the sand and gravel company. I've got a yard office here which I'll take home and weather up, and that'll probably sit down here. And then I've got a little workshop which will sit sort of somewhere over here. And then the concrete K-rail barriers I'm going to put along this edge. I still need to make a fence to go along there, but the fence I made, it's sitting there. Pretty happy with the way it turned out. Gives the appearance of a rusty old corrugated fence, but like I said, I've still got to make the one for this side, and then probably put a gate, something down here, and then from the retaining wall around to here or wherever, I'll put another fence, and then a fence straight through there. So there's still a lot of work to do, but there's the retaining wall that I built, as you can see. So yeah, there you go, that's the overall sort of view of the area I'm currently working on. With the backdrop, I'm actually going to try and find some good pictures, just with a little bit of mountain in the background, and then sort of dirt road, that goes off into the distance, like the quarries down there. So the idea is the trucks will come up here, dump all the dirt, the rock, whatever. I'm going to have to custom make some conveyors to run down there and then run up to here. So there'll be a fairly big pile of dirt or gravel, rock. There'll be excavators up there to sort of load it all up onto the conveyors, and it'll get shipped up, and yeah, so that's the plan. But it's coming together. Yeah, it's just waiting games, waiting for stuff to dry. So anyway, we continue on. So all this was already done before I joined. Come across a big bridge. Some issues with the bridge because it moves, like it keeps moving with the weather. Come around here. Like I said, it's all a mess. It's still a work in progress. Plan is for a small intermodal yard on these two tracks. Got in this little sort of yard area over here. So there'll be a couple of industries over this facility. Around here is the big paper mill. So basically the yard that's over here, that'll be the yard for serving all the industries around this area. So this is where the big paper mill is going to be. come down here. We've got some more industries down the back here. This goes down on a grade, this line at the front, main line. So we come around through another peninsula. A small town which we need to fix. Comes around into another big yard and our station area. Yeah, so this is our station area, and like I said, a few yards in there. Come back around. We've got our main line here, and this is our lead into the engine facility. So we come around, and so this is our going to be our engine facility area. As you can see, this backdrop here was installed last night. And then from there we go into our other staging area. It's a bit of a mess, but the main line track runs on the runs on the outside, all the way around the outside. So it's pretty big, and then from there it comes into a set of turnouts. So basically this track here is the straight run through track, and then you've got all your other yards that come off that. So yeah, you've got all the yards there, and then it comes back through the main track, back through here, and then back out. The layout is powered by NCE, but also my latest acquisition is a module here, a small module here. There's one there, and I'll just pan around slowly. And there's another one down there. They were given to the club. They weren't going to do anything with them, so yeah, I've bought them for, I think it was $20 each. I said offered. So I'll be able to definitely incorporate them into my layout that I'll be building. But for now I just wanted something I could set up temporary, just so I could test some stuff instead of just running it on back and forth on a piece of track. Yeah, I mean, I can do a lot with it. As you can see, there's a little scrapyard there, which is good, which is something I wanted to model anyway. But yeah, the plan is to have a second level all the way around in here even. and that's why obviously you see all these. I don't know why they bothered angling the top of the backdrop, but I don't know. Yeah, so it's a bit of a mess, but we're still working. This had to actually get torn down at one point because the council came in and replaced all the floor. So this whole section here was very modified. It actually used to go up to the wall. So you used to have to go out the door and then in the other door where the staging area is. So they changed all that. The only sort of issue is after they put it all back together, they made new modules and then they saved some of the old modules, and unfortunately some of the levels haven't matched up, as you can sort of see there. So there's been a lot of stuffing around and trial and error to try and get these corners for the backdrop to actually go in properly, because they're all uneven, and you've got an uneven in height, but you've got a curve in there as well, so you have to try and get it all to fit. But yeah, we got there. So on the main line we've basically got a lot of switch machines, but in areas like all the yards we've just got little hand throw switches, just with a bit of wire and all that, so you know, pull them in, or pull them out, push them in, sort of thing, to change your points. Layout size, I'm not sure how big it is. But yeah, I'll do more videos as I get further along with this area. Like I said, I'm basically working with stuff that was already here. I'm just trying to redo it. Like for example, the dirt road, I went through and recovered that with dirt. You know, all this, I sanded it down to make it a lot flatter, put a fairly thin coat of plaster over it just to smooth it out a bit. Had to sand a bit back in there a bit, you know, paint it all, colour it all with, you know, with the dirt. As you can see, I'm going to have to fix it all up again, because after ballasting, all the stained a bit, but it's no biggie. That's our circuit breakers and all that sort of stuff, I think they are there. And we've got different zones, and that panel up there, if there's a short in a zone, it lights the light up in the panel. So yeah, that's it for now, guys, and yeah, I'll do another video soon, because I'm actually building a scratch building a little wooden building at home, so I'll do a video on that soon. But yeah, anyway guys, hope you'll enjoy, and thank you for watching. See ya.